Hi you guys, Tamara here, and let's talk about a pen name. Over the weekend, I was reading this novel by J.N. Krantz. I was reading the first book in this trilogy, and the trilogy was called The Arcane Society, The Looking Glass Trilogy. And I'll show you the book wherever I have the most room. I'd gotten it from the overdrive from my public library, so which is really cool is when you're reading ebooks, you can click on the hyperlink if it is from a trilogy, and it will show you if they have the other books in the trilogy. So I clicked on the hyperlink, and I noticed that there was the other two books in the trilogy, but they were under a different name. I was a little confused, but I realized that J.N. Krantz has two pen names, at least, that I'm aware of. One of them, Amanda Quick, is when she is writing about topics that are placed in a historical past, maybe in the 1800s, as was this second book in the trilogy. The third book was Jane Castle, and those books are set in the future. I found it very interesting that she was using these different names and kind of connecting them in a sense in this trilogy. I was intrigued. And then I started thinking about pen names or nom de plume or pseudonyms. What would influence an author to not want to use their own name? I started thinking about it, I did a little research, and I came up with some of these reasons. One reason could be that your career and the type of stuff that you like to write does not necessarily coincide. For instance, if you're working as a middle school teacher and you wanted to write some sizzling hot erotica, you may not want to have that in your name. There are cases where teachers have been dismissed because they wrote things that didn't necessarily go along with the image that a teacher is supposed to present to the public. Right or wrong, I don't know, but I guess better to be safe than sorry, right? Some people use a pen name because it just makes them feel safer. They want to have some type of wall between their writer self and their readers or their public. Sometimes it's just a way to avoid confusion. Maybe you have a common name that you do a Google search and there's hundreds of pages that pop up that aren't you. If that's the case, then it makes sense to pick up a pen name that may be a little bit more unique. You may find that there is a gender bias in the genre that you want to write in. For instance, the super famous example would be J.K. Rowling. She does not have a middle name. The publishing house that she was working with told her at the time that little boys may not want to read fantasy that's written by a woman. So she used her first initial and then she tossed in a K. Another reason someone might use a pen name is maybe that name would be kind of the umbrella for a group that's collaborating on a series. So instead of having all four of your names there, you just all refer to yourself, your work, as this author. V.C. Andrews came up in one of the articles I was reading, and they were saying that V.C. Andrews, that name is actually under copyright of the publisher. So the publisher can hire out other people to write underneath of that, what is now a pen name, though I don't know if it was originally a pen name. I'm really interested in this one, so if anyone has any more information, let me know in the comments, because I haven't done any extensive research, but I want to know more about that. Isn't that interesting? And another reason to use a pen name is, which is what I'm doing, using a pen name when you're writing in different genres. If someone approaches my body of work, they're able to see that, oh, this is her poetry because it's under Tamara Woods, and this is romance because it's under C.J. Floyd. I haven't put out a fantasy novel yet, but probably I'll have that under a pen name as well, just to make it easier for people to know what they're going to get into when they click on that link. In fact, little plug here, I am going to be releasing a short story. I did the cover review a couple weeks ago. I'm going to be releasing the first short story in this serial that I'm creating. That it is under C.J. Floyd, so that means it is a romancy type of thing. That'll be released on this Friday. I'm not sure when this video is going to go up though, so regardless, I'm going to put a link in the downstairs and you can check it out. It's going to be a free download. It's the first short story in this series. So I'm self-publishing and trying this out. And this is the first time that CJ Floyd is going to be making an official debut. So hopefully you guys will like it. With all of that being said, what do you guys think about pen names? Would you ever consider writing under a pen name, or are you going to do that? Or do you want to have the accolades associated with your own name? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for stopping by. If you like this video, please click the like and subscribe and share it and all of that good happy stuff. And I will see you next time. Bye.